Hello and good evening from Benilde-St. Margaret's High School. I'm Bruce Oberman, joined today by Jerry Clark, and as we cover the Benilde-St. Margaret Red Knights as they take on the DeLaSalle Islanders. Both teams come into this game at 1-1. Benilde-St. Margaret's started the season with a 23-9 loss against Waconia and then came back with a 21-16 win against Orono. And for DeLaSalle, they beat Richfield 57-19 in their first game and then lost to Simley 46-32 in the second game. So this should be a good, interesting game. And, you know, I have Jerry Clark joining me, and Jerry has had a lot of preparation. I pulled him here at the last second and said my color person had canceled on me, and Jerry was so kindly came in and was helping out. I've known Jerry for a number of years. So.
Well, thank you, Bruce. I appreciate it. We've known each other for, I guess, now 30 years, so I watch a lot of the high school sports, and I tonight happen to have a son playing tonight, so it kind of adds to it. But it's a look at DeLaSalle. I haven't followed them. I know Benilde's kind of after their last couple of great years they've had. They're a little bit on the rebuilding. They got quite a few sophomores. I don't know the exact number, but seems like they're growing.
So DeLaSalle will kick off to start the game, and that's David Clancy who'll do the kicking for the Red Knights.
So you got Matt Gugamos, and 8 would be Daniel Carter. Daniel Carter's got it.
So this is Carter across the 25 to the 30, and it's going to be pulled down about the 32-yard line.
Daniel Carter with the return up near the 34-yard line.
Tackle made by DeLaSalle's number 28, Julian Kimmel. And now the Red Knights will start on offense.
They've got Nick Peterson. He's the quarterback, junior quarterback. Actually, he was a transfer from Park Central. So he's coming in as the starting left-handed quarterback.
And Jerry, Nick Peterson in this game has thrown, only completed 35% of his passes, 14 for 40 on the season. So looking to improve that number. Has 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. Handoff.
It's a Will Petty. Handoff to Will Petty.
Will Petty with the carry up.
For
so
no gain, one yard gain.
Petty has carried the ball 8 times now this season for 16 yards. Their leading rusher so far is Isaiah Smith, 23 rushes for 98 yards. Malik Robertson also has 16 rushes for 78 yards. Peterson calls the signals. Ball at the 32-yard line, just underway. Red Knights with the ball. Rolling to the near side, the lefty is going to throw downfield.
Oh, the good John Landry, and number 20. He caught it. John Landry with a heck of a catch on the 43-yard line. John Landry starting in as a tight end position.
That's Peterson to Landry for our first.
So I'm going to know a little bit more of the numbers on the Benilde side, given by
right. Well,
history.
that helps a lot, you know.
They spread Landry now wide. No, actually, it's not Landry wide. Landry's tight in the tight end position.
And the give is to Petty, and Petty is dragged down, pulled down by
tackle
number 8, Camry. One interesting matchup tonight to watch is Jameson Battle is here playing against his old team. So.
Yeah, he's a heck of a wide receiver. I watched him in basketball, as you have reported with him in basketball, and he's a heck of a basketball player. And
yeah, he's being recruited quite heavily right now, and I think he's playing as he switched over from Benilde after it was a sophomore season.
Correct.
Yeah.
Is he getting recruited heavily in basketball or football?
Basketball, I believe.
Is he? Okay, he's a left-handed also.
Well, Benilde's going to throw the ball again over the middle and almost intercepted. In the hands and out of the hands of Julian Wright for DeLaSalle.
Number 28, Gumos.
So that was,
number 6, Grayson Green.
That's Gugamos. He was starting at the wide receiver position. This is his first. He usually comes in. Usually they try to get him the ball maybe 3 or 4 touches a half. So but he is one of the faster and more athletic kids on the team.
So 3rd down long, Jerry, at the 42-yard line. See if they put it up again here.
Yes.
Peterson steps back, has time to throw, steps into the pocket.
Oh, he's got the number 19. Short of
and that's Johnny Woodford.
Number 19, Johnny Woodford.
Good tackle by the Islanders as they held Woodford from getting that first down.
Yeah, they're inside the DeLaSalle 48. I think they're going to punt here.
So game time temperature tonight is 88 degrees, and so probably one of the warmer nights for football. And I think one of the things to watch for in this game is to make sure players hydrate, and otherwise we may see some cramping.
Yeah,
as this game goes on.
Funny you mentioned that. My wife came down, and I have another son playing, but she came down and brought a bunch of Pedialyte, which is of course you use more for kids, but rather than the Gatorade, they just really like that because it really gives them the.
Well, the Red Knights are going to down the ball at the 20-yard line, so Islanders will start for the first time on offense, and their quarterback is James Farr, running back Miles Camery, wide receivers Jamison Battle, Julian Wright, Christian Greer, and Cameron Givens. This is a team that puts the ball up in the air a lot. They put a lot of points on the board.
Yeah, I think, Bruce, you're going to see them go to Jamison a lot tonight because the cornerbacks are, I mean, they don't have near the size of a Jamison, and I mean, he's a fast and he's got good hands.
You know, and Farr has thrown for 500 yards and 8 touchdowns in the first 2 games, so they tend to pass the ball more than they run. Back to pass, thrown to the far side, and that was intended for Battle.
Yeah, Battle.
You can see the size that Battle has there. But,
yeah, he's big. I don't. How tall is he now, Bruce? I mean, he's got to be 6'8" or 6'8" or so, isn't he? I mean, I just remember seeing him as a sophomore. Oh, 6'7".
6'7" on the roster, but they're probably hiding that for basketball. He's got like 6'8" and a half by now.
Well, yeah. I mean, look at him at 6'7". You stand next to him, and he's a big boy. Now they got 3. They kind of went to a spread. Yeah, spread offense. Got a guy in motion. Number 8 came in back in the backfield.
And they're going to the running back up the middle. And out to the 25.
Looks like about a 5-yard gain.
Right, Miles Camery.
Tackle by number 35, Michael Schmidt. Assisted by number 51.
Michael Schmidt in on the tackle.
Michael's been real active. Last week, I think he had 10 or 12 tackles between him and Landry. Of course, Landry being, I'm talking the Benilde side as far as linebacker. He's kind of projected all-state.
We'll also watch for John Whitmore too.
I should Landry. I said Whitmore. I should say Whitmore. John Whitmore. Yeah.
Yep.
Number 51. He's
quick throw to the near side.
Yeah. Good defense.
Broken up at number 2, Blaine Poole.
Blaine Poole. There we go. Yeah. He actually looked like he got there a little early, but
right. Had his arm over the top of back of him. Just take a look here.
Yeah.
Right here. Well.
Yeah, he got there a little early.
Yeah, he did. But if you don't get called, it turns out to be a good play, right?
That's right.
So
he's going against a 6-foot receiver, Cameron Givens.
Jamison Battle with the punt. Was going to take a hop.
Number 9. Number 9, Mason James returned for 5-yard return.
42-yard line.
I think they're on the Benilde 42-yard line.
So neither team scoring, but Benilde has good field position to start the second drive here as they have it on the 42-yard line. 8:29 left to go here in the first quarter. Both teams come into this game 1-1 as we take a look at the DeLaSalle side, the cheerleaders.
This is always a good matchup, and they're very competitive against each other.
Man in motion to the near side. Peterson rolls, he throws.
Oh, he's got number 1. George.
Pass is complete to number 1,
George
Wolf. And I'll tell you what, he's a 10th grader, Bruce, and that number, and he hits as hard as anybody, pound for pound, at 170 pounds. And I couldn't say that he weighs 170.
That's
He's
another
not
Red Knights
5'9", he's fast.
first down.
Well, Jerry, one thing we should mention too is that this is a young Benilde team. So
Yeah, they've got a lot of sophomores. The junior years was a real light year in football. Sophomores are strong, freshmen strong. The seniors are a typical senior type
back
year.
to pass, throwing for
He's
Swenson down the far side.
Oh, he got it in the end zone!
What a
Number
move.
3. Zachary Swenson. Whoa! Great throw, great catch.
From Nick Peterson to Swenson.
Yeah, that was a great throw. We'll take a look again because I think Swenson was guarded in the front side, but watch Swenson gets the ball, turns to his left side, and stays inbounds for the touchdown.
That
was just a great play.
That was one of your classic over-the-shoulder throws, Bruce, and you see a lot in the NFL. It was over his right shoulder. He had to turn for it. And that was a very,
40
very
yards,
nice.
would we say, or?
That was at least 40. Yeah, about a 40-yard, 45-yard.
Well, bad snap. They're going to have to throw it, and
Oh.
it's knocked down, so the extra point is failed.
This has been a little bit of the extra points have been difficult for the Benilde-St. Margaret team.
Well, Peterson had not completed a high percentage of his passes in the first 2 games, but here he makes a great throw, not on this one, but on the previous one. And I think on that last extra point, again, that just took him off guard on the low snap.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, he's got a good arm. I mean, he can throw a good 40-yard, 50-yard pass. I mean, he can't throw it on a rope. He's a junior. He's about 6'2". What is Nick now? About 6'2", 6'3". They get him at 6'3". He's 11th grade, 175 pounds. He's got his good arm, though, strong arm.
So Red Knights score first. It's always fun. Pretty good crowd here tonight, Jerry, for the Red Knights.
Yeah, it's the cancer out, I should say, cancer out. Everybody's supposed to dress in pink. This is actually Randy Shaver's
Right, the Kick Cancer.
the Kick Cancer program. I saw his son here. I don't think Randy's here. Maybe his son's here. I did see his son, actually. I didn't see Randy. He may be here. But it's always something close to his heart. He was once actually a coach here. He coached here probably when his son was here. It was about 10 years ago, I think, 10, 12 years ago.
So Louis Hyde will kick off. Julian Wright will stand at about the 3-yard line here to receive the kick. Not too much of a
Pooch
breeze.
punt, kind of a pooch punt down, and they kicked it to about the 25. Number 5 has it to the 40, so that wasn't
right. Cameron Givens was able to fill that one as the up man and bring it out to about the 39-yard line. So first down for the Islanders, their second possession of the game.
First and 10 for the Islanders.
It's about where the Jerry. It's about where the Red Knights started their possession, right around the 40-yard line, and get in the end zone.
Last week, number 70 on the Benilde, Noah Layton, broke his finger. He had surgery yesterday, and so he normally plays defensive end and also center, and he's out. We have for the Benilde-St. Margaret, so they've had to mix it up a little bit. But they've got a real strong sophomore group, and that sophomore group is
Camry, the ball carrier, tackle by Brown.
Yeah. Elijah Brown is a junior. My son, he's tough. Said he's tough as nails.
Empty backfield.
Spread 5 offense. They got 5 receivers going.
Well, and Farr's going to take it himself. He gets across the 50, 45, and out of bounds at about the 42 of Benilde. So a nice play.
Out of bounds, number 8, Daniel Carter.
Boy, they spread 5 receivers there with an empty backfield, so that spread out Benilde.
Yep, they did pretty much a read option on that.
Yeah, and then he just stepped up and ran. Did a nice job.
Biggest gain of the game for the Islanders. They're now in Red Knight territory at the 42. Miles Camry in the backfield. Battle lines up on the far side. And the give is to Camry, trying to stretch it out, but he is going to be brought down.
Number 20, John Landry.
Yep. We've called Landry's name a few times so far in this game, and what a great play.
He's been playing football, and I think he started most his sophomore year when they won the state championship, and of course he started last year when they were undefeated up until I think the last game in the playoff.
2 players in there for the Red Knights. Also, he doesn't make the tackle, number 35. That's
Schmitz.
Schmitz, okay.
Michael Schmitz. You'll hear his name a lot tonight too. He's usually in between Landry, or I should say with Whitmore.
Stepping up in the pocket, throwing, and it's dropped again.
Pass to Jamison Battle is incomplete.
Well, Jamison Battle not having a good return here to Benilde-St. Margaret. He's dropped his second ball so far in this game.
They just replaced tight end, and happened to be Joe Benny came out 25, 86. Mac Clark went in.
Bringing up 3rd down and 14 to go for the Islanders.
So 3rd down now, 14.
Now they've got 5 spread again, so they've got empty backfield, and they have 5 receivers out. I guess, Bruce, you're right, and I haven't followed the Islanders, and they look like they are a passing team.
Yep, now trying to step into the pocket and the tackle.
That was by Whitmore, John Whitmore.
And Luke Mathwig also.
Yeah, so they had some good penetration there.
Let's take a look again. Just as he tried to step into the pocket, but the Red Knights clogged the middle.
Yeah, they actually blitzed. I say it's both 32 and 51 blitz. They had a 3-man line. That's what they usually run with a four linebackers, and they blitzed that time.
So Red Knights now force a punt. Jamison Battle, high punt. He's going to take a hop. Go down about the 15, 14.
Yeah, there was actually bounced at about the 25, and they got a favorable bounce for the Islanders down to the 14-yard line.
Had a lot of air under that one. Put it way up in there, and
yeah, they
Red
did.
Knights not wanting to take a chance of a fumble in their own territory and just let that one bounce.
Yeah, tonight I don't think it's going to matter which direction you're playing. There's no wind to make a difference tonight. In different games, you have winds as an advantage, but not tonight. Tonight it's just a nice, warm September night.
It is. And, you know, you get these teams have players that play both sides of the ball, and so as we get into the second half, it'll be interesting to see how those players do as in the heat. So.
Yeah, well, they'll move. I see Benilde, they bring a lot of different people in.
Oh, there's a good defense.
There's a really good player by number 6.
In the backfield.
Grayson Green.
Right.
By number 6, Grayson Green.
Yeah, that was a real good job. Number 3 came in the
13 for the Red Knights.
game, James Farr. Is that how you pronounce that?
Farr, yep,
yeah.
The quarterback. So it's now 2nd down, 13 yards to go. We've seen Nick throw the ball a couple times early on. Let's see if they put it up in the air here. Peterson rolls to the left, throws over the middle, and it's dropped.
Gavin,
right, George Wolf.
I'm sorry, you're right, George Wolf. George Wolf. Are you the color man? I am tonight. I stepped in. I was just wondering. Gentleman came up.
That's my friend Mark. Mark helps me spot. He does stats.
Yeah, Mark. Mark came up. I thought, I'm helping.
You thought you were relieved? No, you're here.
I'm the main guy.
Oh, Jerry, a penalty. So this is going to be a big penalty.
Let's see what was that penalty on? What was it? It must have been defensive holding or? It had to be in a penalty.
Right. But that is a huge penalty because that would have been third down deep in their own territory and 13 yards to go. Now they get a first down, room to work with here. Petty in the backfield.
No, they've got the Benilde's loaded up the left side of the receiving line for the receivers.
Rolling to the near side. He's going to go long and turning and just that was number 3, Zach Swenson. Swenson was able to get the touchdown on the other side of the field the first time, but
he slowed down there a little bit. That thing was, he might have been able to get that.
And the defender really sort of stepped up and didn't see the defender sort of step up and misjudge the football.
Yeah, that was probably a little bit out of bounds. Be a tough catch.
Second down and 10.
Yeah, good arm.
He does have a very good arm. So now they've kind of set up a 2 receiver set on the left side.
Peterson hands to Petty, and Petty is fighting, trying to get any yard he can get, and he probably gets back to the line of scrimmage. So bring up a third down, 10 yards to go. It was good defensive play by
Grayson Green.
And Benilde struggled with their running game. I think you actually pointed out some of the running statistics. They've just struggled. Because of the younger guys in the line and
third down and
moving
10
these
for the
guys
Red Knights
out.
Offense.
You know, Green and Harris in on the tackle, but watch for Miles Camry, 32 tackles in 2 games. That's a pretty big number.
That is a real big number.
Oh, there's a shovel
wonderful pitch.
Wolf. And Wolf gets taken down, but I think he's going to have that first down.
I think he's close.
That's really close.
They're going to measure this one.
Wolf takes it.
That was a great tackle.
Yeah, he just did a very good tackle. Again, it's Wolf. He has been hitting hard, and he hasn't been playing on the offense. So this is kind of his first game that I've seen him playing much.
Well,
but I think they see that he's got some speed, and he's not afraid to. He's a sophomore.
No, and you see he knew where he had to go and was able to just sidestep to get that first down. So Red Knights keep it alive here. They have it on the 35-yard line, 1st and 10. Peterson rolls to his left, throws across his body, and it's incomplete. That was a tough throw as he was going the opposite direction, had to throw across his body to Zach Swenson, who's sort of his go-to guy here if he can get him.
It's a tough throw anyway when you go. It's an out 20-yard pass and throw it against your body, like you say, Bruce, makes it that more difficult.
You know, Krishan Greer was a defender on the play, but he was about 8 yards behind the receiver. So. Well, it's almost a little opposite. I thought the Red Knights would run the ball a little bit more, but they're putting the ball up in the air quite a bit here in this game against DeLaSalle. Well, there's a false start.
False start.
That time, I don't think Wolf knew what the snap count was.
No, he didn't. Neither did Joel Benning, I think, was.
And a repeat of second down.
Could be accused of it also. So now the ball's been put inside the 30-yard line on the Benilde. So they got 15 yards on 2nd down and 15. Now they've kind of done a spread, so they got 2 wide receivers set to the right side. And he's a left-handed passer. You know he's going to go that way.
Well, now he steps up. He can run. No, he throws it. And too high for the intended receiver. It looked like Wolf again.
He was going at Wolf, yeah.
Peterson's pass is incomplete.
You know, he was pretty close to that line of scrimmage. He was just got right up to that original line of scrimmage when he threw the football.
Yeah,
so
that's
very
a
close.
heads-up player. That's a heads-up to get rid of it. Although he probably could have ran for about 7 or 8 yards.
Bringing up third down and long for the Red Knights.
So third down now, 15 yards to go. They're going to run trips to the near side, it looks like, or they're going to have a timeout.
Timeout.
So going to talk this
Yeah,
over.
Benilde's going to take a little time and take a look at their options.
3 minutes to go here in the first quarter. 6-0 Red Knights lead on a Swenson from Peterson, touchdown reception. Extra point was muffed. 6-0 the score.
Yeah, so tonight, that I was telling you, they're very good. One of the better, Noah Layton, he's out. He's the center also. So tonight they also have a new center in there tonight. Declan Lee Gilligan is playing, as starting at center tonight. Who's back up for, but very good. I know he played at center for the juniors, JVs, and freshmen when my son played. Pound for pound, he's another tough kid.
Who's this guy here?
This is a Matt Clark, number 86. You'll see a little action tonight. That's my son. He plays tight end. He comes back and he'll be in and out. He might get a little more action on defense because Noah's out.
Third down and 15 to go for the offense.
But he's got a touchdown this year, so I'm happy about that.
Well,
some kids
great.
never get one.
So third down, 15. Back to pass Peterson. He's got
He's going
time.
deep.
Now he throws.
Oh, beautiful
It's
catch.
caught.
Beautiful catch.
Pass is caught by number 26, Michael Cade.
So he's a junior. He's a 165-pound, 6'2" junior.
And watch what Micah Cade did here. I think he screened the defender with his body right here.
Oh,
He was
yeah.
able to get that football. Great throw and a great catch.
Yeah, he had to get out of. It wasn't flat-footed when he got that.
Betty gets about 4 or 5 here.
Yeah, maybe the Benilde might look at opening up the running game with the passing game.
And that's a good point, Jerry, because I think that's what actually is happening here. When you go downfield as much as the Red Knights have done, it will open up that running game because they have to be ready for that.
Yes.
So.
You know, in a typical, you see in high school where they're running it first, opening up that, and then opening up the passing game. But I think with the
we have
wide receivers they have,
Woodford to the near side, Swenson to the far side.
A 3-receiver set.
Peterson back to pass.
Oh, he
throws it up for Woodford and incomplete. Defending.
Well defended by number 2, Julian Wright from the DeLaSalle. Yeah, it was a good.
Broken up by number 2, Julian Wright.
He did a nice job. He was covered.
Boy, it just lightened up. I took off the sunglasses. I was like, those are dark sunglasses.
Yeah.
Like
Here,
it's
I've got
dark
my
earlier.
Here I've got my reading glasses so I can see, Bruce.
You can probably take this off.
Now that the sun's gone, yes.
Third down and 6 to go for the Red Knights.
So third down, 6.
They got a 3-receiver set. 2 in the left, 1 in the right. 1 man in the backfield.
It's gonna be a
little
handoff.
Yeah, actually, it was the old Statue of Liberty is what it was.
Yeah, and that's a play that the Red Knights have used over the years where they just tuck the ball into the running back sort of, and you see how he waits with his arm, but not fooled. A great defensive play by Gabe Amore.
No, it was very good, and it was actually not a true Statue of Liberty, but it was a. So Benilde's punting. They're on the 48 of the Benilde yard line. And
Carlton Cronin will punt. Julian Wright back to receive the punt as he's standing at about the 10-yard line. High punt. This is going to be short.
Oh, you got to look up. It's going to be. Oh, there is a good recovery. And again,
Wolf.
This is the one that's George Wolf. We'll see a lot of him tonight. He's very active on the punting and kickoff team as well now as they put him into the offense.
6-0 Red Knights lead. 1:13 to go here in the first quarter. Red Knights now will have the ball probably their furthest back that they've started on their possession here as it's at the 23-yard line.
You mean the Islanders? Yes, okay, they have.
Islanders, yep. Camry in the backfield.
They got a
Trips
3
to the
receiver.
near
They
side,
got a
right.
4 receiver set.
And they throw it, and it's complete.
Yes.
That's number 4, Greer.
Yes. So they got a 4. So they did a spread. They spread 3 receivers on the right side, 1 on the left, and then empty backfield. And they put the wing in the tight end position. and then they just went to the strong side, passed, and then they had the 3 blockers out there.
So a first down for the Islanders.
It was a good play. Now they got a two set back. Then they get
Givens to the near side. Battle on the far sideline. One-on-one coverage for Battle.
2 running backs in the back.
And the handoff. That's number 2, Wright. And Julian Wright is going to go down behind the line of scrimmage.
Tackled in the backfield by number 5, John 51, John Whitmore.
It's John Whitmore.
Yeah, you should hear his name a few times tonight. He's a heck of a player. He's 6'2", 225, the senior. And he's got some speed also. He was just an all-around good athlete. He played good basketball.
Right, his brother was quarterback here a couple years ago.
Will was here for the championship.
Trips to the near side.
Then they're strong right again with 4 receivers set. 3 on the right, 1 in the backfield.
Back to pass, thrown to the far side, complete. First catch by Battle in this game.
Pass is caught by Battle, forced out of bounds by Mason James.
He just about got hit there. As you look at the quarterback, he's coming in and he just got rid of it. He was getting. Yeah, he got rid of it.
Battle stretching to get as many yards as he can on that one.
On the big 3rd down and 4 for
well, here's where Benilde's come up big on 3rd down. Let's see what.
3rd and what, 4?
Yep, got a pair of wideouts to each side of the field right now.
So they're split 4. They got two wide receivers on each side.
I think we had a false start.
Yeah, I think so too.
False start on the Islanders.
Yes, that'll set them back. That's kind of a setback. They're on the 46-yard, 45. They'll go back to the 40 now with 3rd and 8 yards.
Right. I think on that last play, Jerry, it looked like they were going to run the football. You know, with needing only 5 yards, 4 yards, and now it really puts them into a passing situation and gives the Red Knights an opportunity to just put that pass rush back at them.
Absolutely. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if you take a look tonight and look at right now and they wouldn't blitz. Now they got 3 linemen and they got 4 linebackers. They may just blitz them here because it's a passing play for sure. Now they brought 4 in.
He's got time to throw. Now he rolls, looks downfield, and it's
caught.
Oh, dropped.
Dropped. Oh, it's in and out of the hands of number.
Yeah, that's Sean Greer, number 4.
Yeah. That was a big pass.
You see how he extends this play. Far as running, he knows that he has a few more seconds to throw the football. Puts it in a great spot.
Yeah, and the young Dom, senior number 21, senior linebacker came in and yanked it out of his hand.
Also, Guggemos was in there on that play as well. So that ends the first quarter.
Yeah, it's a.
Well, actually, they're going to
penalty. Roughing the passer.
Wow, roughing the passer.
It's first down and 10. I didn't even see that. I'd like to re-see to see who hit him.
Maybe we'll look at it after this play here. So 3 seconds left to go here in the first quarter. Another play here for the Islanders, and rolling to the near side is Far.
Oh,
under
he's
pressure,
hit. He's hit by.
He has to get rid of it. Yep.
Hit by number 86. Matt Clark.
Pressure by number 86.
I'm going to say that if he gets a chance.
There you go, Matt. Nice play. All right, we're through 1 quarter of play here from Benilde-St. Margaret's. Our score of the Red Knights 6, the Islanders 0. Stay with us. One more football coming up in just a minute.
Oops. Uh-oh. Sorry.
Get on top of it before they do. Every 24 minutes, tipped furniture or a falling TV sends an injured child to the emergency room. Preventing tip-over incidents is easy, inexpensive, and only takes 5 minutes. Learn how to secure your furniture and TVs to protect children at anchorit.gov.
Here, Cancer Awareness Night. See a lot of pink here at Benilde-St. Margaret's. 6-0 Red Knights lead. Bruce over along with Jerry Clark, and as we get ready to start the second quarter, the Islanders will be going from right to left.
It's on the 50-yard line, so they didn't have to move far on this one.
Good point. See if they give it to Camry here.
No, back to pass
play
again.
Action pass, throw to the far side.
Yeah.
Incomplete.
Dom, is it John?
Far with the quarterback roll out pass incomplete.
I don't remember all this.
Krishan Greer was intended.
Well, Dominic Pellegrin was the one that was defending there, and he did a nice job. Didn't let the back. He came out of the backfield and didn't let him get him out. But it was there was a lot of room behind him if he had hit him.
Third down and 10 to go.
Well, 3rd down and 10. A lot of that was a great play action pass, and it did give Farr a lot of time to throw, but just not one of probably his better throws that he made on that one. Back to pass. Again, time to throw, but no one open. Farr rolls, still looking downfield, and throws a comeback route, but too short.
Farr's pass is incomplete.
He got hit by John Whitmore as he let the ball go. So, I mean, that pass was a tough one to keep on line.
This pass was intended for Julian Wright on the far sideline. We see Wright trying to come back, but just got a little too far. So a punting situation. Battle will do the punting for the Islanders. Is that Swenson back?
Yes, I believe it's Swenson. Usually. That was a good punt.
It's a really good punt.
He caught it on the 12. He did the fair catch. I think he could have run that one a little bit. He hadn't anybody within 10 yards.
Yeah, and you see right now he's a little frustrated with
He's a little frustrated, and I think coaches out there kind of letting him know, hey, good catch, but.
Well, and part of that is you need someone from your team that's down there maybe too to sort of say, hey, you've got room, but it takes a little communication.
That was number 5. That was Aiden Davison, and he's the one that he's a sophomore. What you're going to see in the Benilde, anytime they get a chance, they're going to move a lot of sophomores through their trend. They're in a little bit of a rebuilding.
1st and 10 from the 13.
Because there's really a strong sophomore group. Although I shouldn't say there's a couple of good, strong juniors and of course seniors, but that sophomore class seems to be pretty strong. Now they got a 3-receiver set. Nick Peterson's back.
Thrown over the middle, incomplete. Not a bad throw that time.
No,
that one for Swenson.
Again, you're right. Against that was Swenson, and he's a 6'3" junior. I think Nick's having a fairly good night tonight. As far as hitting some receivers, he's had a few people miss a few catches. I think he's going to grow as the season goes on. A lot of these kids are because they are.
As you mentioned, coming from Park Center, it just takes a while to in a different offense.
Yeah, well, he was there last year, but he didn't get a lot of playing time. Some.
Isaiah Smith gets the ball.
Oh,
Smith breaks through
to
the 40.
Oh, he's gone.
45, 50, one man to beat.
He's gone, folks. He's gone.
Isaiah Smith breaks the tackle, and he is gone.
He's gone. What a run. Who is it?
Takes it to the house.
86-yard run.
Wow. Isaiah Smith. I'll tell you what, he was much.
Right, if you see that Kobe Franks, number 12, chasing after him, he did a dive for his feet, and
he just couldn't
unable to catch him there. Look how close. He almost got the back leg.
So you're looking, he's a 5'11", 180-pound junior.
So the Red Knights will go for 2 here since they missed their first extra point, try and make it a 14-point game. Boy, Smith is huffing and puffing, but he's still in the backfield.
Oh, he is. 3 receiver set.
Quick pass.
Yeah. Oh, he's a little behind him.
Yep, intended for Swenson again.
Intended for Swenson.
It was just a little behind him.
That was Isaiah Smith with an 87-yard touchdown run for the Red Knights.
They call that 87.
Oh, yeah. 87. Beautiful run. They just popped it open. Again, I think they open a lot of this, Bruce, through the passing because they're passing so much and they've got to spread out to cover the receivers. And just to catch them off guard, their breakthrough. And the receiver sets are all on the outside because they had a 3 receiver set.
Well, you see too, Smith carrying the ball in his left hand, which is great, you know, as he's running down the left side of the field.
Yes. He's going to remember that one, I'll tell you that.
Smith coming into the game had 23 rushes for 98 yards, average of 4.3 per attempt.
Okay.
That just went up a little bit.
It just did, didn't it? Well, 12-0, and they are 11:20 with 1 left in the second quarter.
Tackle cancer night, that's what it is, right? Tackle cancer.
Tackle cancer.
We call it kick cancer. Either
Well,
way, either
tackle.
way.
Well,
either way
actually
you
what
want.
happens is I came in and I wanted to, you know, I didn't have any cash and I was going to write a check just to donate some money and they have tackle cancer. I said, well, don't write it to that. Just reference that. Just put it to cash. And I went, okay. So it is a,
This is a ball that is staying in bounds, so they have to field it.
And DeLaSalle picked it up on the 3rd. Yeah, he must have.
Louis Hyde's kick rolls inside the 5-yard line.
So did his knee go down?
Yeah, when he went after it, he put his knee down.
Here. No,
he did not.
That knee did not hit the ground, and the referee on the far side called it.
And that's wrong. He should actually have. And he's had some. I think he had some
He had
open
room.
field.
Right,
he had
right.
some room to run.
Not only that, it puts them deep in their own territory, and so that was a big call.
That is what you'd call home field advantage, wouldn't you say that?
Right, right. Well,
you
you have the referee on the near side who was just watching, and then you get a guy coming from the far side calling the play. But
yeah, you see that in the pros, your college, and not always everybody is working together. But
so the Islanders with the ball deep in their own territory. Camry in the backfield.
A 4 receiver set.
Farr gives to Camry.
Yeah.
Camry will get a little bit of room as he gets across the 5, maybe to the 6.
I think they show that 4 receiver set to spread them, and then hopefully to get them.
Yeah, their largest play of the game, I think, was the run by James Farr, where he spread everyone out and was able to take it himself for a good 20 yards.
20 yards. That was early on, and I think that's what they're.
May have to do a quick passing play here. Well, they're going to
run.
Be safe. Give it to Camry. Get a few more yards as he gets out to maybe the 8-yard line where his forward progress.
Camry again with the touch.
I think he's tackled
first by number 51, John Whitmore.
That's John Whitmore again.
Yeah, John and number 86, both.
Clark.
He was
Clark.
in there.
Yep,
that's Clark. I can say his name.
6 yards to go.
It's easy. I'm a little biased when you have your son playing. I just want to have in there and have fun.
I asked Mark Whitmore if he wanted to announce, so maybe we just got to give
Mark
Clark
refused?
a little. Right. So,
did you ask Mark?
He was too into the game. He said, I'm into this football game. I don't know if I could announce.
Is that right? Yeah. So you asked Mark? Did you?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I'm into it too, but this way I get to see the replays.
Right.
He's got.
Farr, he may have room to run, but now he's going to throw it downfield and just incomplete.
Pass on the 28-yard line is dropped. That's good. Blaine's having a good game. He's broke up a couple of passes.
So Givens, intended receiver this time. Let's see if could he have run? That's maybe not.
No, he was kind of covered pretty well. And Blaine
Yeah,
is.
and Will Petty was had
they-
really good control of that.
Yeah,
play.
and they had two receivers or two defensemen down there.
Well, Battle needs to get off a good punt here. As
Yeah,
he's punting from his end zone.
And they're set up on the 35.
It is a
It's
good punt. Really good punt. As it sends
He's got it
Swenson
on
back to the 45.
35. Oh.
And almost breaks the
Yeah.
second tackle as he gets inside the 40. But that was a great punt by Battle.
Yeah, about 8-yard return. Very good punt.
And a good job by Swenson, who had to go back and still fill that football. He was able to make the nice catch
Yes,
on that.
Did a real good job.
Well, been impressed with the way the Red Knights have played so far in this first half. I thought this game could be tough with the Islanders' early season being able to score a lot of points, but right now they've shut out the Islanders.
Yeah.
And
If there's been a weak spot for the Benilde, it's been in
First down from the
on
37-yard
defense
line.
and the passing, because they had Waconia just went wild on them, and well, I shouldn't say that. We had 2 interceptions and 2 fumbles.
Smith
That's pretty much
not going to get the long run on this one, but
a run off the right tackle with no
Isaiah
gain.
Smith with the carry. Tackle for a loss by
I think
8
somebody
yards,
missed a
40
block.
yards.
86. Matt Clark missed a.
well, you gotta call that.
You call it
name
what
and
it
number.
is.
You gotta call it the way it is,
You
right?
call it the way it is.
Second down, 10 to go.
Now they're passing.
Back to pass. Peterson's gonna look over the middle and
Oh!
almost caught.
In
It
and out
was-
of the hand.
Pass attempted for Swenson.
Yeah, Swenson
Broken
had
up
that
by
ball,
number
but
4, Krayshawn Greer.
watch Greer comes across, and I think Greer may have had something to do with the missed catch here.
Was that Swenson or Mason? Was that Swenson?
Swenson. Yeah, I think.
Oh, you're right, Swenson.
Yeah,
yes.
and again, Swenson has had a lot of opportunities in this game. He's converted a number of them, but Greer did a good job to sort of help break that one up a little bit.
Third down and 10 play for the offense.
Come on now, this is a big play. They get 2 receivers set.
Yeah, Micah Cade now. It's out, sort of a reverse
Oh.
inside. Reverse play.
Oh,
and
there he
goes
is.
Wolf.
He's gone. Wolf is
Breaks 1 tackle, 2 tackles,
Oh,
and he
Wolf is-
fights his way inside the 5-yard line.
George Wolf he's a sophomore that's got a lot of guts. He's 170 pounds. That is soaking wet with his uniform. The guy is a fast little.
That was a great play as they hand
Yeah.
off to Smith, who internally hands off on a reverse play. And Wolf does a great job getting a lot of yards on that one.
They were set up looking like a pass was coming and did a nice inside handoff.
This time, I think Petty's in the backfield. The
Okay.
quarterback keeper, Peterson, and he is brought down at about the 5-yard line. Good
Peterson, the
defensive
keeper,
play
on
that
the
time
edge.
by Miles
Brought down number
Camry.
8, Miles Camry.
Mentioned Camry had 32 tackles in 2 games, so he's the guy that has a lot of speed. Was able to catch up with Peterson, who's running.
How big is Camry? What's his Camry's number?
Camry's number 8.
Second
Yeah,
down and
he's
goal to go from the
he's
6-yard
fast.
line.
I mean, he's a junior. He's a 185 pound 5'11", but he's got to be fast because he's moving around. 2 receivers set on the left side.
Rolling.
He sets up.
Steps inside and
And
wide open.
Wide
and
open.
that's Clark.
Number 86, Matt Clark has got his 2nd touchdown of the year. How do you like that? Hey, here's a high five
That's
for the
a-
big time.
Matt
Matt Clark
Clark.
has got his 2nd reception of the year, folks. As you can have him getting everybody yelling to me. It was a very nice play. They've done that one before, so.
So 10-yard touchdown reception to Matt.
Mac, that's actually M-A-C, Mac.
Mac, not Matt.
Yeah, it's Mac.
Mac. You would know that.
I would know that. I wanted it, so it's not matched.
Nice. Extra point.
Well,
is
and they've
good.
done. They did that
They got the
same
extra
play.
point now.
They did the same play in Waconia
That
to
is a
him, where they
6-yard
did
touchdown
crossing
pass from
pattern,
Peterson
and Nick hit
to
him.
the red note.
So Mac has got 2 touchdowns this year, which is nice to see, and he's got some nice hands. I've thrown him enough footballs. There he is.
And a lot of credit too, not only to Mac, but a great throw by
Nick,
Peterson.
Nick has thrown some great balls. He's done a wonderful job. I just think this team is, the Benilde team is getting, they're young, and a lot of these kids didn't play last year because they had a lot of seniors in last year's team. And you're getting, every game they're going to
Get a little better.
They're going to get better. My wife is whistling to my son who's on the sideline, which is not good. If you hear any whistling in the background.
Mrs. Clark.
That's Mrs. Clark. I can see Annie Clark. All right, not Annie Clark. Ann, I'm doing the radio tonight. I just want to say hi to the radio tonight.
Yeah, Jerry thinks he's on the radio too, but you guys have a picture with it, so
Yeah, it's a little easier.
TV.
We get to see everything. So we got the Benilde.
All right, Jerry, take off your
I didn't
microphone.
miss it. I'm announcing.
Julian Wright back to receive the kick. Cronin with the kick. There's another good bounce, and DeLaSalle has to fill it at the 10-yard line. That's taken by number 4, Greer.
Tackle is made by number 16, Charlie.
So the Red Knights have had some nice placement on these kickoffs and have put the Islanders back deep in their own territory. They're going to start from their own 17-yard line. It's been all Red Knights so far here in the first half. We still have 7:31 to go in the half.
I think they're going to still look in. They're not going to quit their passing. They're going to continue passing. Can we do that? Say, could you do a replay of that touchdown?
We'll get that in a second. Let's after this play, maybe we can get a replay.
All right,
on
we'll
the
get a
touchdown.
replay.
Here's
Oh, a
quick-
little pitch out.
Wow.
I think it was a lateral.
That may be
It's
back.
lateral.
They got a
It might
fall
be
on
live.
it. Yeah, it was.
It looked
Jerry.
like a lateral pass.
Falls
You
pass.
got to be
here-
careful.
here we go.
Katie, come here.
Miles Cambry.
But I guess we don't have that touchdown.
No, they don't have the touchdown, but this is the last play. We'll see it. If it comes, I'll let you know. Yeah, well, we don't want to do that. Is this? Thank you.
So the Red,
So we have, DeLaSalle's coming to.
that was a big recovery there by the Islanders. Otherwise, would have been Red Knights' ball.
Yeah, they got a 4-receiver set. They got 3 wide on the left side. There's no question that they're going to be putting the ball in the air. This is the same one that they had actually gotten 15 yards, but it was a good recovery at number 10.
Number 28,
So Matt Gugamos. Matt Gugamos.
Yeah,
was
you
a
know,
good player.
and that play to Julian Wright back in the backfield. Let's just take a look one time with Wright here. So as he got the ball, really no room. Gugamos did such a good job on that.
Closing them, he did.
And I think they're trying some little quicker passes because of the pass rush, and they're deep in their own territory, but they're going backwards, and it's now 3rd down, 20 yards to go.
3rd down and 20 to go.
And this Red Knights team is just getting more and more confidence on defense.
Yeah, and now they've tightened up, and I think you'll probably see a few more blitz. There we go. We got a 2-man blitz.
He's got a lot of pressure.
Yeah, they actually blitzed. They blitzed 2 linebackers. They had.
And really where that ball was thrown was right to the back of 2 offensive linemen.
Let's see who's coming and penetrating there. You got 20 Landry. You got 59, and you had the whole front line that moved in on them. Yeah, if you get them back like that in their own end zone, it's going to be a long night for the Islanders if they don't.
Yeah, DJ McCrea, number 59, barreling in.
James to return the punt.
And
Battle.
James is set up on the 40-yard line for the return of the punt.
Low snap. Battle's kick is
actually
low.
That was a good punt.
We got James.
James coming up.
Room.
I see a flag. There's a flag on the play. I think Michael Schmitz might have got called for a holding.
Yeah, he has
Or
his,
a block in the
arms
back.
out, but,
His block in the back, but he's a good player, and he was holding him, hit him in the back.
So that
they never intend to, but
yeah, you see that so many times on returns.
Yeah. The adrenaline gets going with the young kids, or anybody's playing the game.
Yeah, Davison with a nice return on that.
Yeah, that was a low punt. Battle's punt was very low, so it was returnable.
So Petty in the backfield now for the Red Knights.
Three receivers set. Hand off to 4.
Yeah, that's Petty.
That's Petty.
Petty was brought down by Anthony Harris, number 64, after a gain of about a yard.
Brought down by Harris.
You got Gugumo's coming in. He plays mostly on defense, cornerback, but typically he's a
couple
fast
throws
player.
to him a game, huh?
Yeah, his father played actually for the Vikings.
Down and 9 to go.
Woodford lines up to the far side, Swenson to the near side.
3 receivers set. 1 man in the backfield, Petty.
Back to pass. Peterson throws too high as the pass intended for Guggemos.
Yeah.
Peterson's pass attempt to Guggemos is incomplete. Right on the coverage.
Throwing a nice spiral there.
Yeah, he's got it. That was a great, a good pass. Just missed his target by a little bit, but
you can see he's smiling. He's having fun out there, and when your team's up 19-0, you can have a little bit of fun. And he's made some nice passes in this football game so far.
He certainly has.
Petty remains in the backfield. We saw Smith on the last couple possessions, and this time Petty. Cade along with Swenson to the near side.
Right tackle moved. Actually, it was the right guard. John Whitmore moved. And he's the strength of that offensive line. He's a heck of a talent. It's dead on the 50-yard line now. Looks like it's 4:50 left in the
third down.
A little tiny bit of a breeze picking up here, but which will help with this warm temperature. See if they go to Swenson again. He's been sort of the guy.
3 receivers set. Immediately he gets rid of it. He's
Yeah,
got.
he's
got
Cade.
him wide open. He had him wide open. I don't think he was expecting it though.
Yeah, Micah Cade.
Micah Cade wasn't expecting that. Hit him right in the numbers. You always hate to have that happen. See,
And you see the pressure that time too, but Cade just had to turn his back. But you know, part of it, I think he may have still caught that football if it wasn't for running into.
It was a good hit.
Shane Greer.
Yeah, it was a very good hit.
So one of the few punting situations for the Red Knights. And that'll be Carlton Cronin.
That was a good punt.
Takes a bounce at about the 15, goes down to the 10. And again, the Islanders are going to have
inside the 10
field position as Red Knights do a good job on the coverage team.
Yeah, it's tough when you're starting inside the 20 every time. I think they have had one start around the 40-yard line. I think they started. Other than that, they pretty much have been inside the 20.
Well, this is a big, really a big possession. Is see a couple of parents Dieterding over there. And
yeah.
But big possession for the Islanders. They really can't afford to let the Red Knights get any more points on the board. And for them right now, they need to see if they can get some momentum, make something happen here but they have 90 yards to go to try and do that before the end of the half.
I think now 4 receivers set. You wonder if they're going to continue to try to go in the air because they're going to come after him again. They're blitzing.
So that short pass trying to spring the runner.
And they still,
yep. And they do get Julian Wright.
Some forced out of bounds by number 2, Blaine Poole.
Yeah, they picked up 9 yards there.
And again, that pass was thrown backwards, so.
Was that actually behind the line of scrimmage, you think? Or actually a lateral? Was that a lateral, you think?
It looked to me like it was, and you know, if it is, you know, you could also run a play where Julian Wright could throw the football too if it is thrown backwards. So
correct. So you got again a 4 receiver set, 3.
See if they just see if they run Camry to get the first down here. Oh, back to pass.
Back to pass. Yeah.
Quarterback keeper far, and he goes out of bounds at the 23.
It looks like about a 7-yard gain.
Far with the keepers forced out of bounds by number 32, Luke Mathway.
Just missing the tackle that time.
Yeah, there's
Mathwig.
It was brought in number 86, Matt Clark for Joel Benning. They switch off on that defensive end line.
Camry in the backfield. Farr calling the signals. Trips to the near side. Farr back to pass. He's going to let it go down the far sideline. Player open. And he drops the football.
It hit him
that
right
was
in the
number 5, Cameron Gibbons, and boy, he had the defender beat, and that could have been the play that the Islanders needed.
Cool on the coverage.
Yes, he
It was a great throw by Farr.
Excellent.
Look at it. He had a couple steps.
He had him beat.
And hit him in the face.
Oh, well. You know, the problem is when you go back and watch films tomorrow, that young coach might just say, hands.
Use your hands. Correct.
Hands, then to the body.
Don't try and bring it into the shoulders. Have it hit the shoulders and then catch it. Was a catchable ball, though. Trips to the near side.
Again, the 4 receivers set. 3 on the left.
Back to pass. Thrown over the middle.
Oh.
And it's caught. What a nice catch that time by.
It's good defense. He was covered,
number
too.
2, Julian Wright, yeah.
Number 8.
Poole with the tackle.
Poole had the. Was that Poole? Yeah, Poole had the tackle, and he was covered.
It was good coverage, right. Yeah, it looked like.
It looks like they're going to give a few of their guys a rest. 59 just came out. And the defense, I know he gets in and he.
So first down with the ball at the 38-yard line.
Give him a little rest. Now they got a blitz going, so they're coming at him.
Throwing downfield. And now we had a player tangle up, and they're not going to call it. I would think it was an uncatchable ball, but.
Well, I think their feet got tangled up, and if their feet, when he might have gotten to it, actually. He hit him in stride. Their feet he might have gotten to it.
No, that was a good non-call by the officials.
Yeah, because they did get tied up.
Second down, 10 now from the 38. Gotta see if they can get Battle in the game. He's got a little bit of a size advantage maybe on the near sideline.
Yeah, he certainly does.
But he's going against a really good player in Swenson. They run a little
now again,
player out of the backfield.
That little lateral they're doing again. And wow, a heck of a hit by John Landry.
Number 20, John Landry.
Yeah, Landry made a great play. That play went for negative yards.
Yes, he saw that one coming. Again, I think you're right. It was a lateral. They have a little lateral, but John was on top of it. John's been around, and he's a big kid, too. Big and strong.
Julian Wright did a good job as he switched hands with that football, keeping it to the left side, making sure he didn't fumble it. But now it's third down and a long ways to go. 15 yards for a first down for the Islanders. They're going to send 3 receivers to the far side. Again, battle the lone receiver on the near side.
They get 4 receivers set. You see they're kind of They got 2 men on Battle. They got a cornerback on him and a safety backing him up.
We have a
So
timeout.
They're not. Looks like a penalty.
Timeout, Islanders.
Timeout.
I guess there's a flag thrown up, but anyway, yeah. So what they're doing with Battle, it looks like, is they're double teaming him.
Ladies and
They're
gentlemen,
not going to let him get away.
September and October are
All these
Tackle Cancer
kids
months
have
for
played
the
with him, and they
Minnesota
know what
State
kind of a
High School
player he
teams.
is.
Tonight,
And
the
he's a good
BSF
player.
Red Knight football program is hosting the Tackle Cancer fundraising campaign, benefiting the Randy Shaver Cancer Research and Community
Upcoming
Fund.
schedule for the Red Knights.
To this date,
See, their
the
next
Randy
game will be
Shaver
at
Cancer
Chanhassen,
Research
and
Community
then we'll
Fund has
be
raised
here
nearly
for the St. Louis
$1.5
Park
million
game
for
as
research, prevention,
in-town
treatment,
rivalry.
and
St.
other
Louis Park
programs
against Benilde St.
benefiting
Margaret's
those affected by
played
cancer.
here at Benilde on the 28th. Is that homecoming, by the way? I wonder.
Actually, the 28th is the homecoming, correct?
Please take
So,
a moment to make
so
a
that'll be
monetary
homecoming
donation to
and-
a great cause. Donation buckets
Yeah,
are
they're
located at the concession stands, as
Got
well
the
as the
Chanhassen
front
Way, of
gate
course,
of
and
Red Knight
homecoming on the
Stadium.
28th, so
Red
it's
Knight student volunteers will also be collecting donations
big couple
at
of games.
various points
Then we'll get into
around
the cooler
stadium
nights then,
prior
Bruce.
to
You know,
kickoff
it'll
and
be
during
Right.
halftime.
55
Thank
and
you.
60-degree weather. Looks
Then
like it starts-
I'll be begging inside the press box when we get to that.
Yeah, I'm sure you will. I was looking for you last week. You weren't
We
here.
were at the St. Louis Park game.
Oh, you were at
last-
the St. Louis?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Cooper at St. Louis Park. So
Yeah, so I was looking for you there. Where's St. Louis Park tonight? Are they playing?
they're at Holy Angel Academy of Holy Angels.
Oh, they are tonight? Okay.
Back to pass
Oh,
under
okay,
pressure.
the
They can run a
screen
screen
pass.
pass.
Oh, and
Oh.
it's a success. Oh, a
You know, that
shoestring
was-
tank.
Right, Miles Camry,
Screen
but
is
he was
tackled
tripped up.
from behind by
Oh.
number 54, Elijah.
Elijah got a
Brown.
shoestring tackle on that one. Otherwise, I think that would have gone for a big number. So they were blitzing. So you had 5 people coming at him. Then it was a perfect screen call. And number 8. Oh, and he just caught him on the shoestrings, and he
that
would have
was-
gone for a big.
Right, definitely would have been a first down because he had
Oh,
the
yeah.
blocking in front of him, and what a great play. Just,
Very good.
Mason James back to return the punt.
Number 9, Mason James, to return the punt. It's a high punt. Mason James calls for a fair catch, and again, I think he may have had some room to run that one back. This is at the web stream. It's on ParkTV 16, and then it will be available on the internet. They're doing the streaming inside.
Less than 2 minutes remaining in the first half. First down from the 26-yard line.
Well, I think it's been all Benilde so far, but this is the first time they've started inside the 25 in the last 4
Yeah.
attempts.
And I think for the Red Knights now, they want to do anything too crazy because they want to make sure that they maintain this lead.
Oh.
There's a sack.
That was a sack. I might have been a.
Peterson is sacked by number 2, Julian Wright.
Yeah, I don't know if he was supposed to hand that
No,
one
I
off.
don't think he might have. He should have handed it off. I think what he was looking to do was do a pitch.
Or that little shovel
the
pass.
little
right.
shovel pass, and what happened was is everybody went left and he went right. So I think what we had is a mistake in the backfield.
I don't know how many timeouts DeLaSalle has, but if Benilde doesn't make something happen here, you can expect a timeout by the Islanders.
I would guess with a minute left. They will be passing. No, they're
Oh,
going to run
Smith.
it. They're going to run it. Oh,
There he
wide
goes again.
open.
Look at this, breaking the tackle.
Good.
And a first down at the 45-yard
run.
line.
Smith with a beautiful
We've seen
run.
Isaiah Smith with the 2 biggest runs of the game.
Gets enough for another Red Knight.
He had an 87-yard touchdown run, and now he gets a nice.
Yeah, he hit that hole fast, and he's fast and quick.
So you see how different now of situational football it is now the Red Knights call a timeout with 56 seconds to go because they've got plenty of room now. They can try and extend this lead.
Yes, I think now they're going to go to the air. But Isaiah seems to be running. He hits those holes hard, though, Bruce. He does a good job.
And now we see the DeLaSalle schedule. After the Red Knights, they're home for a couple. One against the Academy of Holy Angels and Hill Murray. They play at Park Center and then close the season off with the home game against Orono. Well, Isaiah Smith didn't start the game, Jerry, running back, but he's probably got about 140 yards there.
Yeah, and what happens is they're experimenting, and Coach Hanks is doing a lot of experimenting in there. He's going out, and you're looking at 3 games that he's mixed it up, and his situations. It's kind of like, my son's not starting at, and he's got two touchdowns at tight end, but he brings a lot of guys in and moves them around. But I think,
which is great too when you have a young team like this. You're getting a lot of players playing time.
They do. They get a lot.
There's Smith. Look at it. He gets another hole. First down for Smith.
Isaiah Smith again with the carry.
Yeah,
he's a shifty. He's fast and he's shifty.
Yeah, they're not afraid to run it.
For another Red Knights
with 50 yards going.
Great tackle by the Islanders, number 5, Cameron Givens.
I think they're starting to, well, maybe not wear them out, but they're moving that defensive line.
But a lot of these DeLaSalle players are playing both sides of the football, offense and defense.
Okay, got him again.
Look at him.
There. What a great run. Isaiah Smith is having a wonderful game, and he is not afraid to.
Finally brought down by number 2, Julian Wright.
He can break some tackles, too.
So the clock stops on the first down. They'll start it again. Peterson.
I don't think they're going to be afraid to run.
24 seconds. Red Knights got to move quickly here, down to 20. Peterson back to pass. He looks cross field, has the player open and complete.
Yeah, had him wide open.
Pass intended to Mike Cade is incomplete.
Mike Cade, the intended receiver on that one. And you see it was off his hands, but fortunately, fortunately the defender wasn't able to grab that one, right? Because that was a pretty quick defender in Miles Camry, who could have come down the sideline.
That was close to a pick six. He could have come through and gotten a pick six there. It was.
You're getting a critique right now.
I know my wife's looking at me and saying, "What are you doing?" I love the game and I love to come to the high school games and watch them.
She hasn't whistled lately, though.
No, she hasn't.
Back to pass, Peterson. As he looks downfield, now throws short one, and it's incomplete. Intended.
In and out of the hands of
Peterson and
Gugamos.
I think they'd like to get in his hands because he's fast and he's strong. So, although that running Isaiah looks pretty good right now. I think at 11 seconds left, they may try one more.
We'll have to get a photo of us for the so that some of the commercial real estate guys.
Yes, we'll get a photo and. All right, we'll send it to the all of our peers in our
commercial real estate world, huh?
Yes.
Back to pass, Peterson.
Oh,
he's going to really try and throw a Hail Mary down in the end zone. But short.
Oh, he's got Gugamos.
Got Gugamos.
One tackle, end zone. Gugamos comes in.
Wow.
Makes a heck of a catch. And drives through 2 guys down to from the 5-yard line. It was a fabulous catch.
Again, watch Gugamos as he comes back to the football.
To number 28.
He comes back.
You see how he extends the play, Peterson.
Comes back. He catches on the 10, breaks 1 tackle. Another 1 tackle. 2. He ran, and there's a hard-fought touchdown.
Greer was on his back, and again, if you're DeLaSalle, that's got to break your hearts. As they should have. Time would have run out.
Yeah.
And instead, the Red Knights get a.
Boy, I'll tell you that Matt Gugamos carried 1 guy into the end zone. That was a heck of a play to end the first half. Well, you got to be happy if you're a Benilde-St. Margaret fan. 26-0, Bruce. But I'd like to see the Islanders make this a good competitive match. We'll see.
What a game Peterson's had. 3 touchdown passes in this football game, too.
Yes. You mean Peterson? Nick had 3 touchdown passes.
3 touchdown passes.
Yeah, fabulous. I mean, Nick was he had great.
You know,
he did a great job.
So touchdown passes to Swenson, Clark, and Gugamos in that first half, along with an 87-yard run by Smith. And we're at 26-0 at halftime here from Benilde-St. Margaret's. Stay with us because we'll have more football coming up here in a little bit.
All right.
If I say heads up, what does that mean to you? It means be aware, be alert. Be prepared to prevent something bad from happening, like a concussion. Most concussions are preventable if you make the effort. Wear a helmet when you bike, wear a seatbelt when you're in the car, and always be aware and be safe. To learn more, go to cdc.gov/concussion. You want to prevent a concussion? It's time to be heads up.
Bruce Overman along with Jerry Clark, 26-0 our score. The Red Knights lead over DeLaSalle. First half statistics, total offense, 311 yards for Benilde to 63 yards for DeLaSalle. So
yeah, it's been an all Benilde-St. Margaret game tonight. The thing that actually they woke up is that they've had a difficult time running the last 2 games, and this time they had Isaiah, who broke a couple of long runs, and he's been a great job. So the running has really kind of come around, and I think they opened up the run with the pass, which is a little bit not backwards, but it's typically the run then with the pass.
And you know what's interesting is time of possession is pretty even, but 11-4 in first downs favor Benilde.
Is that right?
0 for 6 for DeLaSalle on third downs. So that's
Yeah, if you would have asked me time of possession, I would guess Benilde had that, but I didn't realize it was pretty even. They have moved the ball, DeLaSalle, but it's just they've on 3 different drives they started inside the 15-yard line, and that, I mean, you can't do anything when you're kicking and you're punting inside the 50.
Sure, I mentioned that Smith averaged like 4.5 yards per carry coming into the game. He's got 5 runs for 134 yards.
I think that's going to improve a little bit here.
You think?
And you know, they used him in the last couple of weeks, and I mean, not as much, more limited, but he is an explosive kid.
So Louis Hyde will kick off. This is a short pooch kick.
A pooch kick to the 30-yard line, picked up by.
Yeah, that's number 4, Greer.
Yeah, and Greer's running, going the wrong way. He went backwards, thinking that he'd come around. Maybe.
Kick is returned by number 4, Krishan Green.
Maybe they were going to try something, but he's back in the 24-yard line.
John Whitmore led the team in tackles, 5 tackles in the first half. So.
Oh, he did. That's good. John's a tough kid. You got John Whitmore, of course, in there too, and Michael Schmitz. He's another. He had 12, I think, tackles last week. Whitmore happens to be the one they kind of like to double team. They kind of get on him. They get bodies on him because he's really their leader on that defense.
A little bit of a different offense now. They almost have 2 running backs in the backfield.
Yes. Oh, that looks like
a quarterback option where they.
Yeah, it looked like more of an option they were coming out with it.
Yeah, that time they had Wright, Julian Wright, as the tailback, and.
Farr with the keeper. Tackle.
You know, Farr in this game has thrown the ball 18 times, completed 7 of those, and only 38 yards passing. So.
Yeah, I think he's going to have to probably get into trying to hit Jamison battle again. Now, a lot of these football players in Benilde have gone to camps with Jamison. There's a couple of DeLaSalle, so there's some close friends between the 2 teams that have actually gone to football camps together. It's a 4-receiver set.
Farr trying to step up, and
pressure's coming on.
Yeah, he just got to take that one down.
Tackle in the backfield by number 25.
Joe Benny, that's good.
Joe Benny.
Joe Benny, that was a good tackle by Joe. Joe comes in and plays a tight end. They got probably 4 or 5. Noah's not in tonight. He's out. I think I mentioned that earlier.
Yeah, and we have a birthday also. Carson Sando, number 77.
That's right.
For Benilde-St. Margaret's, celebrating his birthday tonight.
Did we get his age? What year is Carson? He's a 10th grader. Big kid, 215, 6'3". He probably.
Oh, look at the pressure.
John Landry put a huge pressure on him.
Coming
I
off
think
from
John Landry with the pressure. I think Barr really felt that one because Landry.
Right, look how fast he just came around and.
Yes, he's a fast and he's a hard-hitting kid.
Well, and again, when you have a team that's in a passing situation, you're going to see the Red Knights just gearing up and throwing that pass rush at them. So.
Yeah, I've seen Michael Schmitz and John Landry. They're both blitzing.
James is back to receive the punt from Battle. Battle's actually punted very well in this game.
Yeah, I think he's got 5. Oh, he nailed one here.
Yep, this is James goes back at the 40, 45, 50, 45, 40, and another 39.
So they're inside, Benilde's inside the 40-yard line.
Tackle number 2, Julian Wright.
Julian Wright finally trips him up at the 39-yard line.
That was a 20-yard return, 20-yard plus. He caught it at the 40, ran to the opposing 40.
Looks to me like the Red Knights team is a little bit bigger. Looks like a little bit taller, a little bit maybe a little more beef on the line compared to
they're a little bit bigger, but I think more than anything else, we've got DeLaSalle. The Islanders are going both ways, and I think with the number of players Benilde has, they can get some fresh bodies on them. Oh, Isaiah, another breakaway.
Yep, Smith to the.
That was Will Petty. That was a quick hitting one down the middle by Will Petty. Oh, we're just looking at a text from a couple of friends of ours.
Sent a picture to the few of the people in the real estate industry and got some responses. Jerry, again, Jerry filling in last second and doing a great job. Thanks, Jerry.
You're very welcome. I'm happy to help
Petty
you.
again.
Petty's again. He's got a wide open hole.
Boy, look at that burst. Yeah, now missed tackles. And we got a penalty back.
Yes.
The penalty is unsportsmanlike conduct is going to be against the Red Knights, but I don't.
Will be unsportsmanlike conduct on the Red Knights.
I think what happened was there's a little extra celebration going on, and I think they're going to pay for it right here. They're going to bring that back. They're not going to let him get away with that extra celebration, and I think he was doing it at the DeLaSalle bench. So that's going to be 15 yards. And
well, that's a tough one because that really came almost after the play.
Yes.
And it should have been really almost a touchdown.
I'd like to see that again, but I think he did a little bit of a celebration dance in the DeLaSalle bench. And again, there's friends that go back and forth.
I think this happened between him and the quarterback, but let's just see. I don't know if we don't have a camera on it.
We don't have a camera on it, but that one's going to get called back. It has been. But I think there was a little celebration a little too much celebration. Well, I think what happened was it was one of the players, and I'm not sure who it was, and they both kind of celebrated in front of the DeLaSalle bench in the.
But typically, a celebration may have been something different because a celebration after the play may have just resulted in kicking from a further distance back. So
yeah, I'll be. Again, we don't have a camera to re-see that.
Micah Cade with that.
Pass is caught by number 26. Micah Cade.
Yeah, Micah Cade. He's having a good night too, isn't he?
Well, it was that penalty made it.
Well, it was
33 yards to go for a first down.
Yeah, so that was a big penalty. And I don't know, was it a first down at that time?
Yeah, so it's second down now and 26 yards to go.
Yeah, that was a big penalty.
Second down and 26 to go.
They're on the 37-yard line. DeLaSalle. 3 receiver set.
Peterson, the
Hand
handoff is
head-
Smith.
head-
Look at that hole.
breakaway. Big hole.
Smith moves to the
breaking-
side and now gets down to the 15-yard line.
15-yard line.
So that's a big chunk back as they get down to the 15. And
I'll tell you that Isaiah Smith is moving through that line.
right.
He's quick. You got to get a hand on him early. I think it's nice to see the running game of Benilde that has been kind of absent for the last 2
Third
weeks.
down and only 4 to go for the Red Knights.
Smith now over 150 yards rushing. So from 2nd and 26 to 3rd and 4. They're going to give it Petty.
Petty
has a first
finds a
down.
hole at the left side.
Will Petty charges
Nice
forward.
run though, wasn't
It
it?
was.
That will be another Red Knights.
See what's first down. The Red Knights are opening it up. Yeah, they have. It was led by John Whitmore. He was up there moving a couple of people down the field.
And finally coming in on the tackle is Cameron Givens. But
I think.
I think
they're
DeLaSalle looks like they're getting tired. They are.
I think
They're
you're
not
right.
tackling.
With the two of them, they're coming in, and we're getting fresh bodies on them, and it's just. Again, it's Petty, isn't it? Petty, yeah, Petty
Yeah.
for a touchdown.
And what Petty
Very
did that time was he did a delay step, let the defense come in, and he just went right around him
Yeah,
in
he
for
did.
a touchdown. So
But they're finding a lot of success on that left side, so they must have found something opening there. The last 3 or 4 plays have been on the left side. They're opening holes for that. You can kind of see, as a team, especially if they've got a lot of different players they're using in and out. Benilde does it. That they're not letting the kids wear out, where they're not playing.
Louis High's kick
I mean,
is
you have your
good.
Whitmore's playing both ways all the time, and your Landry's, but they're letting a lot of kids play, which is always great to
right. And if the score stays the way it is, you'll see even more kids getting in the game.
see. Yeah. Right now, you look at it; they've got a lot of sophomores on that team.
So 33-0, 26-0 was the score at halftime. And
we talk about it, and Coach Hanks has talked about building this team. I mean, he's got 20 sophomores on this team. They didn't field a JV team this year. They were a little light because the junior was a light year.
well, I think
So you've got more seniors and sophomores that actually are playing.
and as you mentioned too, as the season goes on, they're only going to get better because they're going to early on in the season they're going to make some of the mistakes that they may not make towards as the season goes on, and right now they're playing very well. They're playing
Yes.
a great game, both sides of the football, not just one side. So
Yes, and I think what you're seeing is that Nick Peterson he's growing as a quarterback. I mean, he's confident, throws a great pass. And he's got. I don't think they're going to be throwing a lot of passes. I think they're going to just try to run. There's another pooch kick to the 20-yard line.
yeah, number 4, that's Greer,
Greer, he's finding a little opening.
trying to
Now he's getting
dance
smart.
around a little bit, and they go down at the 22.
Yeah, you get gang tackled there.
Number 4, Krayshawn Greer with the return. Tackle number 32.
It looked
Luke
like
Mathwig.
Mathwig was the one who, right there. See how he still stayed with it?
Yeah, he just, at that point, you put your head down and take the hit.
Landry
I
also.
always look at it and say, just remember, kids, and I tell my son, I said, it hurts a lot more to be hit than to hit. So if you're playing this game, play to hit, not to be hit, because standing still and getting hit hurts a lot more.
Farr will see if he can get something going for the Islanders here. Quarterback's going to keep it.
No, it's
and
a
he's gonna
short
lose some
side.
yards.
So a quarterback sweep, basically sweep on the short side of the field.
Farr is brought down again by number 25.
And now you got a
Joe
loss
Benning.
of additional.
Joe Benning. Watch Benning with speed and just
Yes.
wraps him up.
We got Joe Benny at the
I really
right
think,
tight end, and
Jerry, I think DeLaSalle has really almost had more negative plays than they've had positive plays lately from the second quarter into the third quarter.
unfortunately, that's I agree with you. It's and I'm doing the forward receiver set, and you know that they're going to be passing, and I don't think they're going to. Yeah, they are shooting land. No, it was Whitmore. They shot him as from the linebacker position.
So just that quick out pass to Battle here.
You know, I think if they just do more of that, they're going to be better off just doing quick outs and trying to pick off 5 yards at a time. Because Battle's big enough, he can beat. He can beat these cornerbacks. He can turn in front of them. I think, and pretty much beat our cornerbacks if they try to do more quick outs.
Right, I don't think Farr is having enough time to really step back on a 3-step drop and be able to throw the football. So really they're trying to do some quicker plays here.
I think they have to, just to
quick releases. And
well, yeah. Right now it's
so
Benilde's feeling the.
I didn't see any movement. Is this a defensive penalty or no?
I don't know, unless they lined up offsides.
Offsides on the defense.
They could have somebody lining up on the offsides. I think that's what happened. I don't know who did.
Yeah, and in high school football, they'll call that right away. They won't, not like in the NFL where they have to snap the football before they call that.
No,
so
when they get set,
encroach, right?
they'll set it they'll call it when they get set. I know I have a tendency.
We're trying to see here if we can.
You know, I think it's my son. Yeah, he's 6. It's my son. It's my son. Set up on he set up offsides, and he has a tendency to do that.
High pass.
Oh, that might be a little bit of a late. No,
I don't think so.
I think forward momentum. Maybe just he was coming at him. That was Googs, I think.
Yep.
It's Matt Gugamos. He comes over our house all the time. I just call him Googs, as I do his dad.
Yeah, it was more of a shoulder. Didn't have the helmet down. Well, DeLaSalle is thinking whether they're going to go for it here, and now they're going to punt the football.
Yeah, with 6 minutes left, they need to get the ball
in the third here,
away from the end zone.
James back to return the punt.
See if we have any trickery. Nope.
No. He's got another punt. He's been kicking them pretty consistently around 40 yards. Oh, big hit.
James is not afraid to fill that football.
No, he isn't. That was a big hit by number 6 at DeLaSalle. That would be
tackle made by number 6,
Grayson Green. Grayson Green had a big hit.
Well, we saw a fair catch that was it James that was frustrated with the fair catch he had early in the game, and
yes,
and this time he's like, no fair catches.
I'm I'm going to take it. You're holding on to it because the guy was within 3 or 4 feet from him, and he caught the ball and just got hit. Makes it a little more difficult for young kids, old kids, at any level.
First down and
when you get people
31.
shooting down at you and under the as you're receiving the ball. Usually in the NFL, I know they've started to give a lot more space.
Man in motion to the near side. Smith in the backfield. He gets the ball. Smith goes to his left, and he's brought down at about the 35-yard line.
That looks like about a 3-yard.
And off to Smith for a gain of 4.
4 yards, okay.
That's it. Miles Camry again, and Camry doesn't get him. Smith could have turned that one into a much bigger gain.
Yeah, I think they've got to. I mean, I think they're going to be running. I don't think they're going to be throwing the ball. So at this point, I think they've got to kind of play a little tighter set in there. I can't imagine with 33 points on the board that they're going to throw. They may throw a few times. Yeah, he's going back
there,
right
just
now.
As you said that.
There, wide open. Had him wide open.
Yeah, Micah Cade.
Was Micah Cade, did he miss that?
Michael Cade is incomplete. Julian Kimmel on the
Just a little bit, throwing a little bit high for him, but
You know what they say? If they hit the hands,
you should catch it.
you should catch it. He could have had 2 hands on that. He didn't have to go up with one, I think. Third down and 6. Now they got a 3 receiver set.
3rd down and 6 to go.
Is that Isaiah in the backfield? Man in motion.
Back to pass. Peterson throws over the middle behind the receiver.
Incomplete. It was a low ball.
Yeah, intended for Johnny Woodford.
Pass to Woodford is incomplete.
So
I think we haven't
the
had
punting team on, right?
But I think it would be the 2nd punt, I think, for Benilde. Now I feel like there's a little wind, so we're a little more downwind on the punt.
Julian Wright, he stands at about the 32-yard line.
Somebody's laughing at me. I think my here. I get to talk, Katie. There's a it's a good punt.
Oh, look at that! And
look
that
at
takes
it,
a
and
big
a
bounce.
favorable bounce. Again, they're going to be stuck inside the no.
Julian Wright, can he get outside?
Well, he's got it outside. He picked it up inside the 10, got it beyond the 20. That was a good run.
That was a lot of work.
He's got to be tired.
Punt was returned by Wright.
That was at least 50 yards he ran there.
Another great punt by number 80. Carlson
Almost
Corner.
tripped up. Yep, finally brought down by Mathwig. Julian Wright plays both offense and defense, and he's on offense right now. He's not getting a breather after that run.
No, he's not, and that gets hard. So, right here, this would be a good opportunity to go to battle.
Battle with one-on-one
one-on-one coverage, and he should be looking that way.
But they go the opposite way, and that pass was incomplete, intended that time for Krishan Greer.
Joe Benning coming off, and they just brought in 68. Stephen Birch.
This is
a junior.
Farr was 60% completion percentage coming into this game after 2 games.
Oh, he was. I didn't realize that.
Yeah.
So they've had some pretty good success.
He was averaging 250 yards a game, and those are the kind of plays that don't help a quarterback.
No. Receivers dropping them, and
then we may have a cramp. I think they say a player going down.
Is incomplete.
He's up. Oh, he's okay. Limping off.
It looks like that's number 20. John Land.
Bad.
Oh, the 28. That's Matt Gugamos.
Okay.
He's cramping up a little bit. They got to get.
Give him some fluids.
Yeah. Katie, what was that we? What fluids did you give Mac?
Pedialyte.
Pedialyte. Thank you. Thank you for remembering that, Bruce. Now it's a long game for this rookie announcer. Not announcer.
You got to be able to make it through 4 quarters here.
I know. I'll be here for you, buddy.
And it's a 33-0 game, so now we may have to go to the book and start talking about some of the players.
Yeah, that's right. Tell them where they're
throwing long here.
Long, and God, they hit him. They had him.
Yep, it was intended that time for.
Who was he covered?
Julian Wright.
Coverage by.
Take a look here and see where the hit came in. Well, see,
that's
face guarding, right?
That face guard. He should have been called for that. Daniel Carter was the cornerback on that play. But
yeah, he wasn't really looking for the ball on that one. And
no, that one probably should have called a defensive penalty. Battle's getting a lot of punting.
He really is.
He's more than he ever wanted to.
That's a low punt, returnable for James.
Wow.
Oh.
Good hit. Really good hit by number the 52 or 52.
James is tagged by number 52, Henry Dynamo.
Yeah, Henry let him know
Dynamo.
that he was on the field.
So
Well, they
Peterson will come out again.
Yeah,
Here.
Nick is still playing, so I think they'll probably play him.
Probably through the third.
They
Maybe.
may want to get one more score if they can. Or at least play him through the third quarter.
Is that Petty in the backfield now? Yep.
Yes, it's Petty. Wide open. A good
Look at him
block.
go.
They
Petty.
just opened it up.
Julian
Oh, did you
Wright.
see the little juke step?
Yeah. Well, that time Julian Wright,
It was
played a lot,
just
put his shoulder down, but wasn't
put his
able
shoulder
to.
down and just kind of hesitated a little bit. And boy, the Benilde-St. Margaret's running game has really turned around. Good run by Will Petty, 195 pounds, 5'9" sophomore. So he's
Two touchdowns in a row for Petty.
yeah, he's a young boy. He didn't run that way though, did he? He's got some. He's a sturdy looking in.
Well,
young kid.
they've worn down this Islanders team. There's just no doubt about it.
Yeah, they're at the point where they're.
His kick is good.
My guess is they'll probably go in and probably not have Nick. I mean, Nick has just been handed off, but I think he's pretty much running a little bit. Look at the broken tackle. He did a nice job. These kids are growing in this.
We may end up in running time in the fourth quarter.
So what happens on running time? You end up when you get to fourth quarter, if it's a score.
Certain score, certain lead, and I think we're probably approaching that number. So, Paul, you usually know that number, don't you?
I think it's. Oh God, I think
it's in the 40s, but
it is in the 40s. Could be 40. I'll tell you, this looks like a totally different team than the first game at Waconia. We couldn't. I mean, I think we got how many yards at Waconia? I think we got probably 75, 85 yards the whole game, and most of that came in the fourth quarter. We had one first down against Waconia, and they just looked like they were, you know, they looked young and inexperienced. Right. And I think now maybe they're gelling a little bit. And,
well, not only that too. It's this is the kind of game where now they can say we're having fun. I think we've got another quarterback that's warming up.
Yeah, you're right. Number 12, Jackson Lischow, right here.
Lischow, yeah.
Yeah, Lischow. Yeah, Jackson Lischow. He's a 160-pound, 6-foot sophomore. So Nick and him are warming up, and they're gonna let him kind of run the team for a little bit.
He's getting mosquitoes over here.
You are? Put your head down. There you go. Good run back. They're back at the 30-yard line.
Return by Gibbons. Tackle by McWiggs and Shea, Kenny Leonard.
That's Givens, you see, taking it at the 10.
Yep. So they've brought in, they got Joe Gordon. He's a 10th grader. They moved him in the defensive line.
So bringing in a few defensive.
Yeah, they're bringing in some sophomores and some second-string juniors.
Give to the running back, and there's a nice.
Yeah, well, that's.
Tackle made in the backfield by number 32, Luke Mathwig.
Mathwig again.
Yeah, Mathwig again. He's a good. And he's a junior. 5'9", 200-pound junior.
Stephen Birch.
As we mentioned, it's just those are the plays that make it tough because now you're
Oh, they're
instead of
coming
getting
after
4
you.
or 5. You're that's a running play, and you lost 7 yards on a run.
Yeah, so they're spreading wide. They probably better off just going north and south or doing some quick outs and trying to get the receivers to get some quick yards.
Far under pressure. Now he eludes it. He's got a lot of room to the near side. Throws
Oh,
and,
beautiful
wow.
play. Number 2 came in. And
Yes,
Lane Poole came in and broke that up.
Number 12,
No, he
Kobe
caught it.
Franks.
Yeah, that was really a.
yeah. So
Did he catch that?
yeah, Kobe Frank with the catch, but
Wow, that was a good play on Blaine's part.
right. Watch the catch, but Poole was right there.
He was. I thought he had his hand on it.
Let's see how he's able to catch that football.
Yeah. Blaine Poole is he's not the biggest, but he is fast. So they got him in that quarterback position because he's a fast.
See if they try that quick little pass
Third
to
down,
battle
5
here
to go.
for 5 yards.
You know, now they got him double teamed, so they got. They got Dominic Pellegrini guarding him in front in battle. So then they got a safety, a cornerback behind him, so they're not going to let battle catch anything. So they front him, and he was on our team. He was on
Pass
Benilde
top to right.
team when he was a sophomore, so they
Tackle
know
number
his
81,
skills.
Shea Kenny Leonard.
Kenny Lenhart with the tackle on that one.
Yes, they got a lot of Shea Kenny Lenhart. He's a senior.
It's actually 4th and 3. So they'll go for it here. Nothing
Islanders
to
stay
lose.
on the field for 4th down and 3.
Yeah, I think they have to, but we still got a whole quarter to play, so you kind of look and say,
Oh, bad snap, but Fire recovers, throws it to the far sideline,
yeah,
too far.
he looks like he's tired.
Cool in the coverage. That'll be a turnover on downs. Red Knights football.
Yeah, watch the snap here behind him.
Yeah, this wasn't a good snap. It was off to the left side. He just grabbed it, got his hand on the ball, and pressure was on him already. And he needs a good snap because he's not getting a lot of time. I think they brought in a whole new offensive line. Maybe not.
Okay, so a new quarterback, a new running back, and a big
Yeah. So you get Jackson LeShell at running back or at quarterback.
Now under center for
Davidson.
the Red Knights, number 12, Jackson Leishaw.
Well, I got to say, Declan Gilligan, he came in as a second string center because of injuries and has done a great job.
trying to get the running back here. Leishaw, he's going to keep it. Leishaw comes to the near side, dives to the 25.
Yes,
Leishaw with the keeper.
he's a sophomore quarterback.
For a gain of 10, and that's enough for another Red Knights first down.
So first down for the Red Knights. They already lead 40 to nothing. 50
40 to
seconds to go.
Ball's on the DeLaSalle 26-yard line, so I think they're going to keep it on the ground. What do they have in the backfield? 15? 30.
45.
45's in the backfield. Well, he just going a little north and
And
south.
up number 45, Brooks Carver.
Brooks Carver.
Tackled by 64, Anthony Harris.
So Brooks Carver, the senior,
Oh yeah,
or
there he is.
he's a junior.
He's a junior. 105'7", 160 pounds. Hard little running back. He's fast though.
Jerry made it through a third here.
Yeah, we made it through a third. How we doing? A little more excitement in the first and second, but 40-0. I don't know the running time. Maybe it'll be at 40.
You can start telling stories here in the fourth. We'll be back with more football. 40-0 our score. The Red Knights lead.
Vision loss is not something that you feel until it happens.
Most people lose their vision from diseases like macular degeneration and glaucoma, not at birth.
3 million Americans have glaucoma, and half don't even know it.
11 million people in the United States have macular degeneration.
So many eye disorders can be treated if caught early.
Make a plan today to get your eyes checked.
Visit brightfocus.org to learn more.
On the clock again. All right.
40-0 our score. 12 minutes to go in this football game. And normally I'd say 12 minutes
George
for
Wolf,
regulation time.
George Wolf just came in on the running back side, or no? He put a wide receiver set in here. No, he's at the wing position. He's that sophomore that just is a fast, hard-hitting player. And they got a two receiver set or wide receiver.
So Davison in the backfield now? Number 5?
Number 5, yeah.
And the hand is to Davison.
And Davison's. Well, the Benilde-St. Margaret are staying on their blocks. You know, they're hitting and they're not quitting. And when you get guys going both ways and they stay on them and they lean on them, they'll get tired and they'll push them back. And that's what you're seeing now. They got a wide 34 is a wide receiver set. No, he is. That's Parker Skelton.
Weishall.
Which one is that? 34 is Skelton. That's what I have. Inside handoff.
That's Carver.
Carver
all the way inside the 5. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
But there's a flag on the play.
I'd like to stand here too. I suppose I can stand too, can I? Yeah, it's good to stand. Normally I'm in these game, Bruce, and I rarely come in and sit the whole game. I'm normally walking up and down, and because they're always close games, this one's a surprise that that it's not a closer game.
Right.
Because they're both. I mean, when you look at what they did previously.
Yep, coming in 1-1.
You won, and you got to. You know, if there's anything Benilde I thought was vulnerable at, it would be in the defense, cornerbacks, and the safeties.
Right.
Because that's where we were getting hurt.
And you're facing a team that scored a lot of points in their first 2 games.
Yeah. So I looked at it and I thought, you know, don't, as they said that they were a little light, and yeah, overall 1-1, and DeLaSalle is 1-1.
Yeah, so this is a good win for Benilde because it's a conference win. So against DeLaSalle puts Benilde ahead atop the standings. St. Louis Park's playing Academy of Holy Angels at the Academy of Holy Angels field tonight, and I'm not sure if Orono has Richfield, but
we had Holy Angels and Holy Family in here, and we had 3 teams in here. I can't remember the other one that was in here. The Providence. So we had a group, and then everybody's just, you know, it was the week before the season, and they played, and just getting accustomed to what they were running. And it was, at that time, we were running a 2 receiver set. It seemed to be working the best, spreading them out and doing some. And now they've changed, and they're adapting the entire offense. They're not going to the 2 receiver set. That's what we did against Waconia. Couldn't move the ball at all. And couldn't pass because Waconia had a really good, I thought, cornerbacks.
Okay.
So, and I think what happens here at DeLaSalle's at the point where they're on their heels, playing defensive football, just letting the game come to them rather than just
And the Red Knights have done
going
just
to
such a good job in the trenches in this game too. They've really dominated, been able to run the football. They've been able to give their quarterback time to throw the football. So.
Red Knights.
They're going to go for it here on 4th down. If they just continue to run Carver here. Oh, DeLaSalle back to pass. Throws.
Intercepted at the 2-yard line. He's at the 10.
He gets a block.
He's at the 20. He's cut back. He's got the 30. He went to 38-yard line. That was a good. Oh. And then there's a hit by a Benilde-St. Margaret guy out of bounds. I think they're going to get 15 yards stacked out of it. DeLaSalle is going to go from the.
There's a late flag on the play.
From the inside the 5-yard line,
right,
to probably the 50.
So Givens was the defensive player that had the interception that time. And
yeah, that was.
Call is late hit against the Red Knights.
Good job.
I always like to, when you think about the younger quarterbacks come in and you give them a chance, you make a quick hit for them, let them complete a pass, rather than a tough one over the middle.
Yeah, that pass was intended for Wolf, but really no chance for that to be completed as it was intercepted. And you see they march this down to the 47.
Yeah, so the Benilde's 47, so it's actually a 50-yard between the run and the penalty because he caught it on about the 3 or 4-yard line.
And even though the Red Knights do have some subs in, they still, for them, they want to keep the shutout going if they can.
Yes.
Well, there's a nice run.
Oh, God, there's a good run.
That's number 2, Julian Wright. Wright comes to the near side, to the 20, 15, 10, 5, Wright with the touchdown. And
how do you like that? Play was on the 3-yard line 10 seconds ago, and now it's 2 plays, an interception and 2 plays, and it's a touchdown.
Well, the Islanders wanted something good to happen in this game, and they haven't given up, and it's a nice run by Wright.
Yeah,
he starts to his left, and watch his cut back here.
Michael, that's a surprise. Michael Schmidt's such a strong. Yeah, and he cut back, and he's fast. Get him in the open.
Yeah, because even
field.
Landry,
couldn't catch him.
They're going to just go for the 1-point conversion here.
Yeah, that makes sense. It's 7 on the board. This is a good kick.
Kick is good.
David Clancy's kick is good.
Well, you can see when they get into some of the other defensive players, it's not as. They got to still focus.
Yeah, we haven't, this will only be the second kickoff of the game for DeLaSalle.
Is that right? Oh, they had the first one at the beginning of the game and this one.
Right.
Wow. I never think of that when I'm watching games and goes out how many kickoffs they had.
Yeah, you'd sort of like to have a lot of kickoffs.
Yeah. This will be a good weekend, too. We got a
Viking-Packer game.
We got a Viking-Packer game. And I hate to tell you what I am.
Oh, I know.
Rose, you've known me long enough. And I won't bring it up. I won't bring it up. Born and raised in Green Bay, I guess you can never get it out of you.
So what about your wife?
You know what? It's funny. Last Sunday she was at the Viking game with some friends, and I got a text, and she said, "Today I'm a Viking fan." So there might be a little green and purple difference, but I think my 2 boys are Packer fans.
It's always fun. I got to go to Green Bay for a game. Actually, the game that Brett Favre went back as a Viking into Green Bay.
The first one?
Yes.
I was at that one also.
That was fun. That was
well,
probably not as much for you, but I mean, it was.
Was that the one that they won?
The Vikings won that one.
Yeah, right. That was a good game, though.
Yeah.
I mean, the Packers were in it until I think the 4th quarter. Of this
right,
part.
right. It was a very close game.
Yeah. I was there. Actually, I was back there with all my Packer compadres.
Now you know I did go
But I've
there.
lived in Minnesota.
I did go there with the purple Brett Favre jersey.
How'd they treat you? They treat you okay?
And the fans are fabulous. They were so nice. You
They
know,
didn't throw any beer
I
on
don't
you?
think I don't think it was like going to Philadelphia to go see a game.
You know, I have to tell you, Philadelphia, for my close friends are very good. You know, they're strong Viking fans. Some of the things that went on in Philadelphia were, it's the only, by the way, Philadelphia is the only place in the entire NFL where there's a jail at the stadium.
Right, that's.
So if you have a jail at a stadium, you know you have problems.
Right. Kick taken at the 20.
Right up
Big
the
hole.
middle. Big run, big run.
Boy, that's going to go almost all the way to midfield.
Yeah. They're down they're on the Benilde 47-yard line.
45-yard line.
There, take a look at it again, and again, that's Daniel Carter, number 8, with the return. And Battle on the tackle, along with number 28, Julian Kimmel.
Maybe that touchdown kind of got them a little energy, and they want to come in and see if they can stop Benilde. But
Run is
a lot of penetration on DeLaSalle on that play.
Aiden Davison. Down to 9 minutes remaining. 47, 42-7. This is the score. Not 47.
They got to hustle.
DeLaSalle comes in late with the play.
Yeah, so I mean, I think we're down. They got to watch it. If you watch the referees, they'll start doing the count off. They need to. They're at almost 30 seconds. They need to get this off. Inside handoff. I think maybe a gain of 2 yards. I think they had a loss of 2.
That says Davison again.
What they're doing now is they have DeLaSalle comes in and gets the play and the sidelines, and then 40. And we got a new. That was Brooks Carver's coming in as a running back.
Cronin, one of the receivers, to the near side.
Yeah, I think this is. Yeah, they're gonna. They may pass it this time. I don't know.
Back to pass.
There he
takes
is.
off himself, and he's going to be taken down at the 45, short of a first down.
DeLaSalle with the keeper.
They had good defense. They covered. The receivers were pretty covered. They only had a couple of them out, but they were covered pretty.
I'm a little surprised Benilde will still punt this football. Maybe they just.
Well, there's 7 minutes left. We're not on running
right, you don't want to.
time.
You know, I guess it's still only a 33-point game.
Yeah, it's 33, and I think they want to get them back inside the 20 maybe, or in the 30, and maybe just have them do a long drive and burn some time off the clock.
They give your punter a little practice too. He hasn't had
Yeah,
to do
that's
too
right.
much today. There's fielded
at
by
the
right, I think. Good, good defense of special teams there.
Yeah.
Dieterding on that one.
It looks like some of the crowds thinned out a little bit. At a 33
Feeling it's
point lead.
Sort of safe right now, you think?
I think people feel it's a little safe.
Well, the starter's still in for DeLaSalle.
Yeah, I think they pretty much, they're going both ways, and it looks like they got about 25 or 26 players. I mean, they don't have I think we've got about 40. I think they got under 30 players. You can kind of look from the sidelines. There's not that many.
A lot of pressure applied that time. That time, Farr turned around and the defender was right in his chest. So
yeah, so I'm looking now. That was an incomplete pass, and it's running. So you think we're at running time at a certain?
We are at running time. So I think it's well,
could be even 30 points.
Yeah, it may be in the last 10 minutes of the game.
Depending, 30 points.
30 points. Yeah.
Inside handoff. Good stop for Benilde.
Tackle made by number 20, John Landry.
John Landry's still in there. He's a...
Yeah, you know, at this point of the game, you just, as Red Knights fans, you just want to hope that no player goes down with an injury and with this big of a lead.
Yeah, and I think what they're doing is they're getting a lot of people some time.
And some of these, Jerry, some of these players being in here too, it's also for endurance too. I think you know get them to play a game and keep some of these players in there. So
yes, and you know the key is now. I think they took out Whitmore, and I think they're trying to. You know, I can remember we played Richfield the last year, and you know John Whitmore was one of our good linebacker. We played Richfield, and we were up by 40 points, and then he got hurt. You know, and the key is the kids aren't as aggressive and hitting as hard, I think, as the games go on. So you get some of the young blood, and these young guys want to get in and play.
Battle will punt the football again. This has to be about his ninth punt.
Yeah, he's had a lot of punts. But he looks like he could just, you look at it sometimes, you think he's going to get a 60-yard punt or something. If he'd ever hit that perfect spiral. Uh-oh. Benilde.
Good return.
Yeah, number 10, Derek Standifer got it on a dead run and got about a 15-yard return.
And again, brought down by that number 8, McCrary, or Camry.
They may even let and I'm sure they're going to run the ball, but they may. Even a quick little out for the quarterback. But I don't think that they would do that. I think it's just all running at this point. If they get the third down, they may try to get a first down. Realignment, too much time. They called timeout. Timeout, so they had a little alignment issue. Lined up on the wrong side.
That happens too when you're changing players quite a bit.
Yeah, when you get into that, they're changing players and guys aren't used to it. It seems like when I was playing, they had the first string, the second string, and so you just would go in and say, okay, here's the first string, and when the second string time was played, that you knew who it was, and you play it. Now, but they've got the kids playing in so many different positions. You know, you'll have them move from defensive end to defensive tackle, even off a defensive end to linebacker. On offense, they move them around, so they know more than they got to know more than one position.
So they should start the clock here with 3:36, and now it.
Yeah, why wouldn't it be running now? Not that it's. Oh, it looks like a quarterback sweep.
Cuts back inside.
Nice shot with the quarterback keep. Tackle by number 6, Gracie Green.
Now it's third down.
They got 2nd and 4 on the board, but maybe it is 2nd.
It is, yeah. Well, I guess they must have gotten the first down.
Davison now in the backfield. Leishaw, the quarterback. 33-point Red Knight lead. keeper.
Oh, another
Lyshaw
keeper.
breaks one
Little
tackle.
option. Oh, beautiful move he made.
Look at him cut back and gets inside the 10 down to the 8.
That was a really good move by
Julian Kimmel finally brings him down, but see, he broke the tackle.
Yeah, Lyshaw had a really good move. It wasn't easy to go down. This is a good experience for that sophomore quarterback.
And he still held on to the football. That's the big thing.
Yes, that's
right there.
That is the key. Getting hit and keep the ball.
Now the Islanders are going to call a timeout with 2:24 to go.
That's a surprise, don't you think?
I think so. I think their players are pretty winded and
yeah, they're just tired. I think they want to give them a little bit of a rest. You know, oh, I'm getting some chatter from all the people in the crowd here. Declan's dad and Gugamo's dad.
Yeah, it's hard.
We got
a good announcer can keep it exciting at 40-7.
It's hard to do. But it's a good win for Benilde. They're going to feel good about themselves, I think, now coming into the next week. And
well, that's got to be, you know, and you know, again, having a lopsided win is you know, you don't get many of those games, so it's a lot of fun for the players too to play in these games and be relaxed and you know, you can just see a lot more smiles out there, and they're just it's
absolutely. And actually, what happens too is the confidence that you get from the young players, and you know, the quarterback.
Look at that
junior quarterback.
We can see the effort.
Yeah, there's no quitting those young kids.
Right.
Which is, you know, I think it's the fact that they haven't been able to run the ball for 2 weeks, and I can tell you, Bruce, last week Benilde should have gotten beat by Orono, and it was 21-16, and they won, but Orono had the ball and they passed against us at ease, and they had 4 plays from the 2-yard line. So we're probably very fortunate that we're 1-0.
Well, some
or 1-1.
Some people may say, why aren't they taking the knee here? Just, you know, don't run up the score. You've got the game won, but giving some of these players maybe that don't have a chance. Let someone maybe try and get a touchdown here that wouldn't normally get into the game and have that opportunity.
Absolutely. Yeah, I mean, look at has Brooks Carver got one? I don't think Brooks Carver has gotten a touchdown today. Wait.
No, that's just him in the game, but
yeah. I think he's getting it. Oh,
Brooks
they
Carver.
stood him up.
Wow, he's still going though.
No, he does not want to go down.
Bruce Carver, the ball carrier, brings it inside the 1-yard line.
That was a good hit by DeLaSalle.
So 45 seconds to go, and being at home, just seeing they want to maybe give their fans a touchdown at the end. I think the play here is just
take a knee.
Take a knee.
Well, that would be the. Just remember, you've got to play them again sometime next year, and
they're not going to do it.
They don't. I think they want to give the quarterback a touchdown. They wanted a touchdown. Lyshaw got him his first touchdown.
Yeah,
sophomore. Well, and this is what you don't want to see. You don't want to see people get hurt.
Taylor, right? That's down.
You don't want to see this.
I think. Wow, Lyshaw took a sort of hit as he went sideways.
Yeah, you're in the air. It doesn't hurt as much when you're stuck
scoring
in
that touchdown.
Yeah. By Ann Murray, my sister-in-law, is leaving. Anyway, this has turned out to be a. Well, I hope that the young. Is he off the field? Is he okay? Yeah,
he's okay. Yeah, he looked like he may have got a foot in the, you know, like stepped up from Lyshaw when Lyshaw was running, but nothing too serious. And
yeah, and listen, the field goal kickers need some practice. We haven't had too much success in that arena, so.
So the Red Knights with a 40-point lead, 15 seconds to go, and it's pretty much.
Yeah, I think here you just punt it and just, well, that's what they've been doing.
Right.
They didn't even kick it to the, and I don't understand, Benilde, why, if you've noticed, they didn't kick one. I mean, were there a couple of guys that were nervous about they could potentially run it back? But
I don't know, but their strategy seemed to work.
Yeah, because they kick it down and pooch it down to the 30-yard line. And, you know.
But they did have a couple kicks there that they landed right around the 10 to 15 to 10-yard line.
Because I've seen this kid kick it in the end zone. So I guess we'll wait and see. Well, you got 15 seconds, Bruce. It was fun tonight.
Yeah, a lot of fun, Jerry.
Enjoyed spending some time with you.
Looks
we
like
didn't talk much business.
No, it looks like you're going to be in Chanhassen next week for a game.
Yes.
You can check out some of the buildings out there, too.
Yeah. Well, there's one there. We tried to get a guy to buy, and it went under contract. There's nothing for sale in Chanhassen right now.
Right. So for the Red Knights, again, the remaining schedule is at Chanhassen on Friday, September 21st, and then I'll be back here at Benilde-St. Margaret's Friday, September 28th, when the St. Louis Park Orioles come to town.
That's our homecoming. Oh, come on. Don't let it go out of bounds. It's unfortunate. They just wanted to kick it. I guess they get it, on the 35-yard line?
Jerry, you're always probably be invited back, so if you want to,
Well, I may. We'll see. Depending upon how they do next week, I might have to concentrate more.
All right.
Bruce, thank you. Appreciate it. Good to see you. For all you fans, I'm going to sign off and give the rest of it to Bruce.
Thanks, Jerry. It's been a pleasure.
Yes, you're welcome.
Jerry Clark.
The illegal procedure will be the call on the out-of-bounds kickoff. Islanders ball at 35.
So we're probably one play away here from ending this game. We'll see if the Islanders just put it on the ground and make this one history. The quarterback is just going to put his knee down, and we're 47-7 our final score here from Benilde. Great game for the Red Knights.
Final score of tonight's game, DeLaSalle Islanders 7.
This one was pretty much never in doubt as the Red Knights took an early lead, went up 26-0 at halftime, and continued on with a 21-point second half, winning this game 47-7. So again, we want to thank all of you for joining us for tonight's game. We want to thank our crew who's put all their effort into bringing you tonight's game. On behalf of Jerry Clark, I'm Bruce Overend saying so long here from Benilde-St. Margaret's. The final score 47-7, Red Knights with the victory.